Hello and welcome. I'm Sandy of Lolly and Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Let's see if we can get this working. It looked, every time well, not every time, it appears that Stampin' Up! Oh my goodness, I can't talk. It appears that Facebook changes things often, so when I started the video, it looked quite different. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. All right, so I have to move this a little bit, move this down a little bit so you can see. Just getting everything lined up. Alrighty. So, I'm pretty sure you can hear me. You know what I should do is put a piece of tape here on my desk and just hold stuff in place. I'll see if moving it down helps at all. Okay, so I've moved it twice, so hopefully that's it. Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. We'll do some hellos and then we're gonna jump right in. So hello, Elsie. Hello again, I should say, Elsie and Chris and Tracy. They do every time. Yeah, I know. They mix it up. They change it. They change it. They change it. And then we have to, you know, keep up. Hey, Bea. Welcome, welcome. All right. Now, I wonder, I'm just going to see if I can straighten this out a bit, because at the way it is right now, the camera's actually pointed at me just a little bit. So we'll see. And I'm going to get out my tape. So I tape my paper in place, and we'll see how that goes. Just a little bit of tape. Teeny, teeny bit. So I wonder if you can tell what stamp set we're using tonight. It is a stamp set that I have not inked up, I think, since May of this year. And the reason I can say that is I was looking at my blog post saying, what card did I already make using this? So I should actually, I said blog hop. On my blog, I should probably reference that in my current blog post that will go live after the video is uploaded. I say we get started. Okay, so we're using the Flowers of Friendship stamp set, and I'm not sure if that's too rough of an angle or not. It's just my light that's right here that goes like across it is kind of in the way. The really delicate flowers, which I love, especially like for me, because, you know, I'm going to heat emboss. You know that, right? You know I am. Alrighty. Yeah, they're really pretty. And I do have the punch that goes with it. It punches out these, I believe, but can't find it. I don't think I ever unpacked it. You know, I should put some kind of note on here. Maybe do the same thing that says, this is a bundle. So then you remember that there's parts. Anyway, so it's really, really pretty. And we've got lots of heat embossing to do. Well, not lots necessarily, but we have some. Now, here's the card. Just kidding. Here's the little piece that we're going to be stamping and embossing on. This little teeny piece, this is basic white, and this little piece is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we're going to do it this way. Now, the only reason why I'm using my grid paper to line this up is just so I get everything kind of as straight as I possibly can. And again, we don't have these, but you can pick these up at your at a craft store. I don't know why we don't have them. Maybe we should put that back in the sandbox. There's a big shadow. Maybe we'll try this. I'll move my light over here. I was hoping that and that light's on good. I was hoping that it would be well lit so you could see everything. It's really close. I did, believe it or not, re-ink this after last week. I really did. Okay, so I used the embossing powder. This is an embossing buddy. I used it to stop static from happening. And right now, we're using the big stamp, and I'm only using the top flowers. So I really don't have to ink up the whole thing like I was. And, oh, that was my light, not the dinner bell. I know the flowers are here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. I couldn't avoid getting that leaf, so the leaf will be part of the card, I do believe. So this card has been most fun. I have done, I can't even tell you how many different times I've made the card and then tossed it because I didn't like it. Because there's just something I did that I didn't like. And they don't all have to face the same direction. All right, so we're stamped. with Versamark. And now we're going to heat emboss in black. So I'm just actually going to set that right in there. I think we've had this talk before. Does everyone heat emboss? Anybody here not heat emboss? Probably better to go that way. There's a lot of people that heat emboss. So everybody does it slightly different. Now, even with that little chamois thing, I did get some extra bits on here. So see if we can do this. And if not, we'll bring in a tool. Any old tool. So what I'm not liking is I'm seeing little bits up here. So I had a teeny paintbrush here. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I had a teeny paintbrush yesterday when I was playing with this. Oh, I guess I have another question, because I just finished I'm almost finished my Christmas shopping. Has everyone done their Christmas shopping? Anyone not started their Christmas shopping? That might be a better question. All right. I'm not quite as concerned. There's some lines in here too. Not as concerned. Come off of there. But get rid of a couple of them. Just a couple. It's not the end of the world that they're there, because we're coloring in a darkish color. So before I get too far, we're actually going to heat emboss twice. So that's the one. See if we can get all that out of there. And then we'll go right into, we're going to heat emboss in gold as well. We'll do it all at the same time. So this time I'm not concerned about the little bits, because if they land on here, I'm perfectly fine with that. Halfway through, I was just reading, yep, halfway through, that is a good start. So this little stamp, this was the smallest one I can find that didn't take up like too much real estate on the card, is from Artistically Inked. So it's this little one right here. So I am going to do this, and I'm going to show you another way. So just like any other little dots, kind of going off the page a bit, like any kind of, I shouldn't say dots, any kind of movement on the card. So that's it for that. So we close up the Versamark, bring in the gold, and bring that little tray back again. Oh, actually, I'm not done. Bring it back. I wasn't done. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, so this isn't from Stampin' Up. This is a stylus that I've had since my days of pottery making, which would take me back to the late 70s. Anyway, I wondered if I could add more gold, but really, really like gentle little bits. Oh, and look, and I scraped this part with my fingers. Bad Sandy. This is going to look a little odd. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just, you're not actually probably going to see anything here. And we'll see if it works. I was trying to think, did I put a cushion under it last time? I don't remember. Okay, so now, probably would have been, now with all this embossing powder on here, probably would have been a good idea. I'm going to take that little leaf off down at the bottom, because I probably kind of munched it anyway. Lots of heat embossing. Hopefully this works. Last time I did the, I heat embossed the black, and then I went back with the silver. Gold. It's true. I had carrot cake right before the video. You're always afraid someone's going to eat your birthday cake, so you go and, overindulge. And it was lovely. It was a cake from a little shop near Niagara-on-the-Lake. I'd have to look it up. My daughter got it for me, and it was delightful. It's still delightful, I should say. Okay, that's as good as we're going to get. I've got it under my fingernail now. All right, lids. I will put my lids on. I'm sorry. Oh, there's Darlene. Hello. All right, here we go. So that stylus is going to come in handy as well for me to just hold the paper down. I'm going to heat it up, though, a little bit off screen, just so it's quicker on screen. So yeah, these you can get from craft stores, model shops maybe, not sure if they still have model shops. All right, so we're heat embossing. Well, that little bit in the corner might show. I might have to fix that later. No worries, everything's fixable. Right now we're just heating up all the powder. I can see the little gold dots are coming through. And I'm going to take a look. I have to angle it a couple different ways to see. Ah, those guys aren't done at all. Whoa, stay here. We'll put it back. There. I totally missed those guys. I think I heat embossed so many. Well, I did. I don't think. I know I did. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, after you've heat embossed, if you do what I do, I don't know. I take the paper and I turn it. See, I'm not seeing a shine right there. Of course, my eyes are kind of goofy right now. Nope, they're not shining right there, so I'm going to turn it back on. You like to make sure you're done. There we go. There's that shine I was waiting for. It is a very pretty stamp set. Very, very pretty. And just, it's one you might even just like bypass. Because you're like, nah, what would I do with that? Okay, I got my blends, my Stampin' blends, before they were sold in packages. So this is light Night of Navy. Doesn't look like Night of Navy, but it is. Maybe they couldn't make the caps that dark. So I'm going to, let's just go over here. And what I'm going to do is leave a little white space at the top of the flower. I'm not actually blending very much. I'm probably not going to blend. Barely going to blend. It's when you already have a dark color like this, blending is kind of like, yeah, can't really see why, you know. Not sure why I'm holding that. So I will hold this up closer so you can see the teeny gold dots, because I don't know if you can see them actually. I will show you the original card. I had the blog post partly written, and I thought, oh, I need a break. I totally need a break because I cannot get into this card. I can't finish. I don't know what to say on my blog. So I took the card upstairs for a second time, showed my daughter a second time. She went, yeah, I don't really, it's not great. I'm like, oh, it hurts, but it's true. Okay, this is Poppy Parade, and I'm going to have to get a new one because I worked this one big time. I colored a lot. So what I found in my quest to get the card that I really loved made, I used my blending brushes and just highlighted over top of the flowers. That looked really pretty. I did the full flowers with all the leaves. I think you'll see that on my, yeah. There's just options. I did a background just with one of the larger flowers. Oop, not done. There's still a flower here. Just in Versamark. Because I was having a hard time picking the background. You know, sometimes when you're making a card, sometimes ideas just don't come oozing out. Other times it's like, stop. Okay, now I have to, the tip on that is getting a little bit worn down. So I'm going to go back with the bullet end. Oops. Oh, I just went out of the line. Okay, well, we're not quite done. And this isn't on my blog because I don't think, oh, I did use it, but I didn't give this color any credit. So I'm going to use a little bit of Just Jade because I managed to get one little leaf in the picture there. All right, to the card. We have lots of pieces. Now, I have gone ahead, because I didn't think we needed to emboss 3 times, I did the sentiment. And this, again, is from that same set. Okay, it's the Flowers of Friendship. And these are different measurements this time, so you're going to be surprised that the card is actually not my usual. Here we go. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Usually I make the long cards, but this card looked really nice done in portrait. Landscape. Landscape. Alrighty. So that's the measurement for that one. This is all basic white. This is basic white in 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And did I keep it handy? So you'll notice this is wider than, this paper is wider than this. So the way I did this is really, 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 really simple. Alrighty, so what you do, the first time you put it in, put it in as far as you need or think you need. So I'm going to go like, oh, I got to line up my dots. I had them lined. Oh, you know what? Because it's upside down, that's why. I'm like, why are they not adding? Why are they embarrassing me? Okay, so I went like that, put the blank paper through, and got this side done. Keeping it this way and keeping this line in mind. When you do this, you can actually feel the dots. Like so. So I can feel the dots. I should put it up here. I can feel the dots grabbing. You know, it would be helpful if I got that lined up, actually. So that's how I knew that my lines were going to turn out perfect. Huh, surprise! It is a nice set. It is a nice set. Alrighty. Really simple card. So we're going to do some gluing. Let's just do some gluing. So I'm going to go ahead and use my usual, the Tombow. And this one is working because I checked it earlier. Sometimes, you know, they can get clogged in between cards. So, alrighty. So this is the way I do it, okay? So the fold is here. Now, white on white is a little bit difficult for when your eyes are getting older, when you actually recognize things like birthdays. Okay, so I'm going to need to use my wiggle time. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Beautiful. And then, ta-da! So my card's going to go this way. It could go this way, but my pieces aren't cut that way. All right, so this is a piece of, you know, the paper where you get the gold and the rose gold? It's 6 by 6. It's in the annual catalog. Anyway, look at the shine on that. Apparently don't have cake before a video. This piece is going on here. So this particular piece, the gold, is 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. So it's 1/8 of an inch bigger than this. And for this one, back to this, I am going to pop, I'm going to pop this up. And if you're wondering what these other pieces are, we're going to use them too. I should have left that leaf on there. Look, we have a little bit of a picture right there. Can you see these? Tell me if you can see these wee teeny little dots I did with the stylus. Like in person, you can see them, definitely. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Okay, so my plan was to make a card that was like clean and simple. So like that and like this or this or this or this, something like that. And then I went, yeah, that's a little too plain. And I thought, why don't I pull out the Neutrals collection of 6 by 6 paper. So it's 6 by 6 DSP. It's easy to miss in the catalog, but when you see them, you see them. Oh, good, you can see them. Excellent. So this particular piece, this is the same width as the layer, but if this one is, oh, I better find it. Did Sandy write it down? I did, I know I did. Rats. I thought I did. 1 second. We can remedy that situation. It is probably written here, I just can't see it. Oh, I forgot, this was the, okay. You see the dots on here. This is from the checks and dots. This is the dots part of the folder. Okay, we'll do it this way. It's 7/8. Okay, 7/8 wide. And there it is by 5 3/8. I found it, I just didn't give it a title. So I started playing around with paper. You know I'm going to go a little bit south of center. And then my original card had my second original of this one, this was a full strip that went across the paper and had all the flowers all the way across. I decided to cut it down and I put it on a base of Poppy Parade. And then I cut it down. I went, oh, cut it further. So I ended up with these skinny little strips. And I thought, oh, you know, I'm not going to ever use them. Well, guess what I am? So this turns out to be, oh, it's really narrow. This is a Poppy Parade. This is 1/4 of an inch. And width doesn't matter because I'd be doing this. So I'd be going right about here. As long as the other end doesn't show, I'm happy to leave it whatever it is. So it'll be like something like that. And then I was cutting paper again, and I had this little gold strip, and I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Because I just have the one. Well, I mean, I could cut another, but it wasn't the plan to use it. Let's put it that way. Let's get some dimensionals on, and then we'll get some gluing going, and then ta-da. Oh, did I mention? Oh, my goodness. Anybody get my newsletter that came out, I think, on Sunday night that said I was having like a birthday special, blah, blah, blah. And then the very next day, Stampin' Out puts out free shipping. Okay, we were not told in advance. Sometimes we're told in advance. Leaders are privy sometimes to advance information, not this time. So I put that out. Next morning, I turn on the computer and go, what? Free shipping? Okay, egg on her face. I can't beat that. So guess what? Stampin' Up! Is having free shipping one day only. Today's December the 7th. The sale is December the 8th. And one day only. And then it's over. No exceptions. So with that one, to get you free shipping, your order would be $65 before tax and shipping. Easily accomplished. And if you happen to take them up on that and spend $65 or more, I'm going to send you a full package of my favorite, which would be the Basic Rhinestone Jewels. I turn these sideways so I can see the line better with my eyes. It works. So there's the one piece down. Really simple. These guys, you don't want to put a lot of glue on. I'm just feeling for the edge. I don't really feel the, oh yeah, there it is. All right. And which end did I rip? Yep. Okay. So we'll go like this and glue this down right up against, right here. So again, nothing fancy. This is my, oh, but that end should be over. Come on over, squidgle. I went over the end. So it's just a piece that I ripped in half, basically. Yep, we're covering it. Good, good. And then this one, feeling for the edges. There we go. Oh, I don't know. That's probably off screen. I apologize. I think I'm up too high. Sometimes I don't forget, but sometimes I forget that I'm, you know, I talk to myself when I'm making cards. I don't know about you, but I do. I don't know if we can work that out or not. How is this going to go? Well, I'm going to cover up some of those, and that's okay. I might just cover up all of them. That might happen. It's been known to happen. Yeah, I don't think I can really use this on... Well, let's go back to it. We're keeping this nice and simple, and by keeping it nice and simple, I'm not even putting, believe it or not, I'm not even putting embellishments on. What? It's true. I am using ribbon, which I guess you could consider an embellishment, but I think it's honestly got enough with the gold. There's lots of textures in here. Oh, of course, we haven't got that taken off yet. Okay, so here's the sentiment, and I fussy, goes this way. I fussy cut it. No biggie. I am using this, and you know how sometimes I make these real big kind of things? Not this time. This is little, and so I like to tailor the size of ribbon, or in this case, what's it called? Simply Elegant Trim, to the size of the sentiment. We're going understated, in other words, this time, because I think the card speaks for itself. I just thought that I was going to cut myself. Alrighty, we'll get that on. Somehow I'm going to find a way to get dimensionals in there, but first things first, we'll do this. And I used the gold. I was after last week, and I was saying I haven't used the gold very much. Well, I thought I'd use gold this time. I do have a second card to show you. I will show you the card that I started out with. So there's that on that gold. I am going to line this up. So I'm going to set this really lightly on here. I know I only used like 5 dimensionals. It's double layer, so I didn't really think it needed any more than that. It comes to a point where it's excessive. Alrighty, and dimensionals. I think I'm going to cut little bits. That's what I think I'm going to do. So we're apparently in our new to us home, and we're having Christmas this year here. So this should be interesting. It should be. It's not like I cook much anyway. Oh, just reading a comment from Darlene. Really love the colors. You know what? Although I don't know if this looks pink. You know, it's Poppy Parade, but I really love these colors together. They are bright and they're happy, and well, that makes me happy then. Yep. Yep, it does. I think we'll go, you know what? I think I'm going to take that one off. Sometimes we change our minds partway through. Depends. It really depends on where stuff lands. Because I don't put that much thought into, oh, this has to be exactly in this spot. No, 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 no. I'm just going to put a glue dot on this side to help it stick here. So we'll go, I'm going to cover that up completely. Yep, you got it. There we go. And we're going to make sure, oh, I didn't take the backing off. I do that a lot. But they won't stick, so you find out pretty quickly. I'm going to show you inside of the card too, on the finished, the other finished. So there's my card. Really simple. Doesn't take as long as it takes me to talk and explain. So here's the original to this one anyway. So like I said, even the fussy cutting's a little bit different. Is it? You just fussy cut the way that it makes you happy. How's that? All right, so here comes the inside. So the same thing, I took the flowers, I just changed up a little bit more red on this one, and then I put a lot more of those teeny little dots, if you can see them. Those teeny little dots made it on the inside of the card. So it's a really cute little thank you card. And, you know, as demonstrated, we send out lots of cards, right? Okay, so hold on to your hats. Here comes the original. I was planning on doing it in white on the video. So, this has a lot going on. A lot. If you're wondering how I got most of this ribbon to stick here, I used the Stampin' seal under there. So this time the card's in black. I cannot remember the name of this folder. Before I embossed it, though, I did put the dots on. This is from the artistically inked paper. I'm not sure if that's the name of it or not. And this is, again, the basic, no, Night of Navy. This is a brand new ribbon that I got in my, I got for going to On Stage. And here's what happened. So here's the ribbon. It's really cool. Like, it's kind of shiny, but it's shiny, it's soft. So here's what happened. If you've ever had a sweater, and we all have, this had a little end that was sticking off. So I went like that and pulled it. I ended up with all these little ends, and I went, that's kind of cool. So I just kept pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. So I pulled like this much out. Remember, it's going back and forth, so it's not as bad as it looks. Get out of there. And it ended up being this really cool little wispy bit. So this back here, be totally honest with you, it wouldn't stay together. I used Scotch tape, and I Scotch taped the ends, and then just did that. So, but again, for the video, I was planning on doing this with a white background. So Darlene's asking a question. I said, what are the splashes? Oh, these guys. Okay, this is from Artistically Inked. Other card or other sets had them. Like, I looked at this one, but I didn't want that many dots that close together. So there's a couple sets that have this. So check your sets. You may have something just like this. You never know. Or if you have a stylus at home, or, well, not the end of this particular paintbrush, but some things that are, you know, nice and pointy but not sharp, if that makes sense. Then you can make your own little dots, and they're very delicate. All right. Alrighty. So there we go. There we go. I hope everyone has fun with free shipping tomorrow. Ooh. I will put, as usual, I'll put all the important links up in the video after the video's done. And I will also, this video gets uploaded to YouTube, and then it goes onto my blog as well. So that'll be there. So yeah, blog will be later tonight. It'll be up. And other than that, wow. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a kind of a crazy day because I didn't think I'd be minding my grandson today, but I was, and he's a firecracker lately, so I'm tired. It happens. Oh, what says you can run mini pearls through and emboss? Oh, I did not know that, Tracy Taylor. Okay, so Tracy says you can run mini pearls through and emboss. Cool. That would be cool. So there we go. So yeah, this card didn't make the cut at all, and that's tonight's card, which I like a whole lot better. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing my video. Thank you for your comments. I will read them after, because I'm trying to make a point of not reading. I can't read them all while I'm doing the video. I'll go back and look at them. So have yourself a wonderful week, and we're getting closer to the holidays. Hope everyone is safe and enjoying their online or whatever kind of shopping you're doing. Whatever works for you, go for it. And I will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. I might be on YouTube, but I will tell you that in advance. This video seems to have cooperated, so we'll see if I'm going to switch over to YouTube or not. Okay, bye-bye.